This is the Inside Scoop with Alex and Jess.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Alex Sigmon.
I'm Jeff Doss. Let's do this, guys. All right,
Today
what's
is a
up,
great
man?
day.
Yes.
Oh, man, today's good. I'm doing great. How about you, Jeff?
I'm doing awesome. Busy
We're not
day,
alone.
great day.
We're not alone.
That's right,
We
we're
have
not.
with us Elizabeth. Is it Chism? Is that how you say your last name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Elizabeth Chism, the founder and the creator of this Fight Films page
Yes.
that is like this craze on Instagram right now. How'd this
I love
whole
it.
thing get started?
So when I was a little kid, regionally, I would always have my iPad recording the fights, always watching the adults, and so I just saw that Alex Reyes on Point Fire on Facebook and was like, "That's great," and maybe I could do something on Instagram to kind of bring more attention to the sport and everything, and yeah.
I mean, you
I
got
heard y'all
content
on
out
the
like
podcast.
every day. You get like a ton of stuff. So how do you know, like, because you get like some people you get multiple times, some people you don't. You get like a bunch of different things. People are doing like instructional videos even on your page. You got everybody on there. How do you know who you're gonna bring on next?
Really, I just send a bunch of people messages on like I asked them to do videos and
You asked me to do one. I still haven't gotten around to doing it yet.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
you're good.
Oh.
But they'll just send whatever. I'll just let them do whatever drill they want. They send me the videos and post them, and yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love the the polls and stuff and the different brackets and tournaments you've done. That's been really cool. And that was
People like them.
Yeah, really when I started seeing, you guys, I mean, you really just pushing it more and more. Some of the things I like too that you do. Well, just go ahead and say some of the different things that you do with the page,
So most every day, I'll post just different little clips of like a move that somebody did. Somebody hit you with an axe kick in the head. It's cool. And then I'll post, like y'all said, the drills and stuff for people to do, the polls. When I went to Pan Am's in what was it, November? I don't know. But when I went, I recorded like the men's division stuff and a lot of the fights for open weight and stuff. Posted those on YouTube, and I just started yesterday with doing this what I call film study. And I take a look at like a bunch of different fights and just watch them with people and break them down a little bit.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna kind of do something like that today on our show later on. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So
who'd you highlight on the page today?
Today was Hamed Farouzi. I know Alex is close with him, and
there you go.
Zayn.
All right,
you're learning all about the page already. You're learning all about the pod. You know how it goes. All right.
That's funny. That's funny.
And Zayn too.
Yeah,
that's
Zayn.
cool. That's cool. Yeah, I really like it. So I mean, and I think one of the things you do as well is you don't just highlight like certain people or your favorites. You highlight the followers, and that's really cool as well. So I like that, seeing, because there's a lot of names that I don't know. I haven't gotten to see some of the fighters from South America and different ones that you've found things for. So you're putting a lot of effort in, a lot of work. Awesome job.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Awesome.
Dang, how many followers do you have on this page?
Just over 5,000.
Awesome.
That's
great. And when did you start this? How long have you been doing it?
August of last year.
Okay, that's great. Awesome. Well, guys, make sure everybody follows. Say all the handles and the different things that you have going on?
On Instagram, fight_films8. YouTube, Fight Films, and then Facebook as well, Fight Films.
Oh, you're on Facebook now too. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I just added Facebook yesterday, so.
Oh, cool.
Gotta get the old people now, right? Facebook is for the old people.
Hey.
Hey, it's funny. It all goes full circle, man.
Hey, so wait. Before you go, Elizabeth. So did you see the fantasy matchup tournament thing that we had going on?
Yes.
All right. So what did you think about that?
It.
As long as you're here, what did you think about the polls and how everything was going?
I thought it was cool. How you all had, because you all were able to have like different teams and stuff, and so I thought it was cool. Like to see and who matched up with who. Like I thought it was cool.
Yeah. It was fun. We had a lot of fun.
What was the one where you thought, no, come on now, shouldn't have went like that?
No, the Nancy and Gina one was close. Nancy's from my area, so her and Gina was a good one for me. I couldn't pick one, but you know.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Yeah, I don't see Nancy losing anytime soon.
Right.
She has I don't know, 2.5 billion followers like following her right now, man. She
and, like,
ain't taking
several
no
colleges and everything. Yeah, it's crazy.
My goodness.
Yeah, they're nuts.
And here's here's the messed up part. You know what's messed up, Elizabeth? I drafted her.
And then you released her.
Yeah. Isn't this, dude? That's like the biggest bonehead move of all now, right?
Yeah, that's the big one. Than me not actually putting Hector Solari in a meaningful match. Yeah,
goodness.
I should have put him against Ross. I mean, I was thinking that wouldn't have worked, but that was my only option at the time. Who would have thought?
Another one that surprised me too was Raymond losing.
Yes, Alex definitely was as well.
You don't know. So I literally was about pulling my hair out. I can't hide it. Here's the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you know. Okay. You listen to the pods. You get a chance to hear it all the time. I'm not any different any other time.
No.
Literally before we started the show, Jeff had to tell me to calm down because I'm not any different. I don't change. I'm not something when we start the pod. I'm not something else when we're hanging out.
Right.
I can't help. This is just who I am. So imagine that. Imagine when I have Raymond on my team and he takes an L. Imagine how much I would be losing it. Yeah. So that's what happened.
I would be the same way.
Yes. Yeah. That was exactly what he wanted.
Much.
Yeah. He wanted that. That's why I asked you that.
yeah. Pretty much.
That's funny. Yeah. So, for me, what's funny is that I actually based a lot of my drafts off of your polls from before.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I did.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, like
that's why I thought
I got a young
Elijah
team
was going to do so well,
right?
Because didn't he win it? Like you had a poll, like an open weight poll, right?
Yeah.
And didn't he win the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's why I thought. I was like, oh, Elijah's he's gonna garner tons of votes.
But like I had said before, the Europeans are more on Instagram than Facebook, right now at least, or in some way, and again, but
yeah.
But we enjoy what you're doing. Thanks so much, and again, everybody just keep following her, and we'll all continue to do this. I think the more all of us work together and we keep growing the sport, we keep getting creative and having some fun as well. So
yes, thank you all so much for having me.
No problem.
Thanks for being on.
Yes, you have a great one.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
That was pretty cool, man. It was cool. Yeah, she's got a lot of followers on there, but it's exactly like what we were talking about. It's two different like groups, right? So you have some people who love the IG, and you have some people who aren't even really on it. I don't know.
Man. Yeah. So, and then you still have Snapchat. You got TikTok. It's crazy,
the tiki-taki. Yeah,
the
that's right.
The tiki-taki. Yeah, man. So, what you doing good?
Dude, I'm doing good.
calm? Are you calm?
I'm calm now. You know why I can be calm now? Because I'm out of it, man. I lost.
Yes,
I'm
that's true.
completely out.
You
But
are.
you know what's weird? So I took the L. I was down 3-1 to Travis, right? And I thought, all right, send Justin out there. Send Justin. Don't send John Sue. Mike Welch is already gone.
Yeah. Don't send
Asked,
Caitlin.
can I send Mike Welch again? I really asked that. Can I
You
send
did.
him again? Yeah, don't send Caitlin. I was like, let's just send Justin. Justin does forms. Let's see. And you know what? For a while, I didn't want to share it all because he was like, there wasn't a lot of votes. It was pretty close. He was only down by I don't know, 15, 16, 17 votes. I'm like, what if? What if at the last hour, you know? So I tried sharing it a couple times and it just it didn't matter. It was too late.
I think it was my fault that you sent him for forms because I was telling you, dude, do it. But
it's not like it's a bad move.
No, it really isn't when you're thinking about the votes and everything. And honestly, for me, I'm just going to tell you, I like Justin's forms, and I think I've seen him win at national tournaments, and
he's pretty good.
He's again, like yesterday after people watched his live class, a lot of people were like, "Man, this dude's an awesome martial artist," and that's exactly what I've been telling everyone. He's one of the best overall martial artists I've ever met. So I literally saw him just follow a guy that was doing a soft style form and him just mimicking it and did it better than the guy doing it. Like I've seen him do that, just hanging out after a tournament. So it's funny.
So it's interesting you mentioned you watched the live class because he did. I think it was on Point Fighter. He did a live class.
Yeah.
You know what was interesting is it was a good class, but there wasn't a whole lot of different types of excitement going on.
Right.
It was simple, not easy. All right. Yeah. And I love that because he was kicking the entire time, right?
Right.
That's what people are going to be really good at kicking by the end of this quarantine.
Yes.
Because hard to punch air. Right?
Yeah.
You can't.
We talked about this last night on the phone, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Can't time air. All right. It's hard to counter strike air. Right. So, but kicking, yeah, you need to do that. I remember the time when I became probably one of, I don't want to say the best that I had been at the time as far as my kicking was after I broke my leg. When it cast, I can't do anything, so I would just slide and kick the air. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Right. And then one time I was able to take the cast off, and I actually had decent stability. I was pretty dang good. Well, that's the same type of thing that we're talking about here. Nobody can really do anything. All right.
Right. Yeah.
So, we're just trying to keep up generally with our own physical fitness, man. I'll tell you what, that is hard.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying doing it. I do my sport martial arts class every Monday, and this past one was a good workout, man. My legs were just gassed. I laid down for 10, 15 minutes after I taught the class. It was great. So just enjoying doing that. Tomorrow I'm doing a guest spot for Carlos Tierney's class. So that's going to be awesome. Going to teach some creative forms for his guru there. So excited to do some different things. And then next Saturday, both Joey Castro and myself are doing a online seminar that is part of my tournament. So everybody that registers for my online tournament get a creative form seminar from me and a traditional form seminar from Joey Castro. So pretty awesome stuff. We also have some cool things that we still have to announce, like tomorrow and Saturday, with some sponsorships and things. And we're going to be one of the first ones giving up prize money and for the Grand Slam Open Online. So we're doing that Ironman challenge.
So how's this whole thing going to work? How's this going?
So the tournament's coming fast. I decided, hey, let's do it in 2 weeks. This will be done. That way, it's right in your face.
It's kind of the time to do
it. Yeah. Instead of wait, well, let me push it to this time, and that way I have 2 months to promote. In this type of atmosphere, it doesn't matter. You just go, you can go out in your yard, film your best form, work on it, whatever. You have a few days, then you enter. And it's better. I like this way as a promoter because it's on your mind, right now. There's no lag time to where they're going to forget about it. You know what I mean? So I like that. That's cool. Wednesday through Friday is like the cutoffs as far as for when the registrations and the videos need to be in. So, yeah, I mean, all the main form stuff, and then we're doing breaking as well, and we
So
are
how
doing
are you gonna
the
do that?
Ironman. What do you mean? How you gonna do
How
it?
are you gonna
Breaking?
how you gonna do the breaking part?
So they're gonna they just film a video of them breaking
Now,
boards or
and then
whatnot.
how do we know so that they have to have like a date stamp of like when they
Right.
did
So
it or
when
how
they
do you
so
do
you
that?
know how introductions normally say like where you're from, your name, and the kata, right? Well, for this, what you have to do is you have to say your name, the date, the division you're doing, and that's pretty much it. You can just say that when the video starts, then you go back and do your form. You don't have to do some walk-in. Some people do because it motivates them, pumps them up. But and then there's usually a stamp on the video or whatever that they do that. And when they upload it onto YouTube, you have that as well on the time. So some people can submit a video, and then before the tournament, they can actually go back and say, hey, you know what? I got another one. I'm going to switch it. They could actually do that if they wanted to. So it's different. It's not this. This is not the same or a replacement for tournaments. It's just
Right.
different. Yes, it's a whole nother style of competition. You don't get the whole, if you mess up, that's it. So that part of the pressure is gone. But what's cool is I like that we're teaching kids responsibility by, hey, you have this much time to get this done. You have 7 forms to film. How are you going to do it? This way, learning different things and also presentation of, a lot of people now make videos and photos of themselves and stuff. So they know how to do it the best light, but it's just another way of doing that, I don't know. It's pretty cool. And then the big event's the Ironman. So 3 forms within 5 minutes, no edits.
Stop. Wait.
Yeah.
3
So
forms
yeah,
in the
within
total span of 5 minutes?
right. So that way, instead of you can take a break if you want to and rest before the next one, but 3 different types of forms, 3 different forms. So so really the winner is going to be based on how consistent they were throughout all 3, the creativity, how well-rounded, if you saw like, man, they did a soft style form, a Korean form, a creative form, that's going to add more to it. If they were just like all 3 forms and you couldn't say which one was better than the other, that's probably going to help. There's a lot of different things that are going to be in there. So I'm excited to see it. I've already gotten messages and from different people that like big time competitors that are going to enter. So I'm excited to see it. So we're going to have an 18 and plus up one and a 17 and under one. And right now, just from all the people talking, I may have to split the 17 and under one because of how many people want to do it. So we'll see next week how it goes. So,
That's a positive
yeah, man.
problem.
So I'm excited. It's a new way to promote, new way to learn. And again, I've already told you how I like the judging system and everything. So
yeah,
and so
yep. I like, and then you hit it. You hit the nail on the head when you were talking about it, and you were saying, this has kind of been something that the NBL's already been doing for a while,
right?
But I like what it is where the difficulty is one category,
Right.
and creativity is one category. That's good to be able to do. Now, the Infinity National Championships, they had one last weekend.
Yes.
And I believe. Wait, were you a judge for that?
I was the head judge. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
was
didn't know this, but
coordinating
now this
them
is good.
all and answering questions, kind of like the arbitrator,
Okay.
type
Well, I'm
thing.
going to ask you this then, because I knew that they did this, but I don't really know how it all turned out at all. but I think they had like a second chance division. The second chance division.
Yeah, so they did a remix division, and the division was like where you could submit a form from the past or whatever, right?
So how did that work out? So
I don't think it got as much as they thought it would, but it was a cool thing that they did for their event. I think that it was like an addition to it, kind of like a special event. Kind of like for me, I'm doing the Iron Man. They did the remix thing, which was cool. So I'm not sure. I didn't get to see as many as I was busy just answering a lot of questions on the inbox.
So what were some of the questions?
Oh, well, just making sure, some of the stuff that happens with this is like YouTube videos get submitted in the wrong division and stuff. And so there'll be things like that. Or, hey, this person is not to the beat. Are we DQing them or are we downgrading this and that? So just little things that I'd be like, you're supposed to actually downgrade their athlete integrity score because the integrity of the division is to be to the beat and to be the music, right? So you downgrade that. Now, if you think their form was awesome, you still had that technical score where their martial arts, was great. So you score them on that. So you're giving two different scores, which kind of create a good, well-rounded type thing. So yeah.
So, well, that's good. Now, how do they submit to their own division? Like, how do they do that? What do they do?
What do you mean submit to their division?
Well, like you said, like they submit, someone submitted it to the wrong division. Like, how do they do that?
It just might have been a glitch in the system or something where it was that, or it might have been labeled wrong when they put it in there or whatnot. So, because you got to think some of the kids are registered for 6-7 divisions and they have 6-7 videos and they may be submitted out of order or whatnot. So there's things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's been cool. I don't think I have one to do this weekend, but yeah, I mean, mine will be next week, and I'll do that. And then the next weekend, we will probably try to do a night show on either Friday or Saturday, finals that we'll put live on Facebook. So it'll be pretty sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
You want to do the competitors of the week now, or you want to do them after we do the rewatchables?
Let's do competitors of the week now, and that way we can just focus on that, and then we can kind of figure out time-wise and everything what we want to do. All right. So my competitor of the week is my good buddy, my good pal, Cass Sigmon. So Cass Sigmon from North Carolina. I've known Cass since he started competing. When he was a short little 8-year-old with a bald head and that did a lot of forms. And he was a great fighter, but he did every division, did like 14, 15 divisions. So I remember when I told you about myself winning the motorcycle, right? So I won the Honda Shadow. The junior version of that, they won a dirt bike, and Cass won the dirt bike. So both of us did like 20-something divisions that weekend. He was like 9 or 10. I was 18. So as he kind of took a break for a little bit, then he came back as a junior fighter and focused mostly on that. And then he just started, really just making a name for himself on the NBL and the NASCAR circuit and being on Full Circle and JPM. So winning his division, the Irish Open, winning different titles, different grand championships, and then just unfortunately ended with several injuries that just he couldn't come back for him. And now
I
is
remember
a
those.
successful instructor and school owner and great at golf and all kinds of stuff, man. So
yeah, he's a golf pro, right?
Oh, somewhat, yeah. I don't know if he's a golf pro. He was really big in high school and college. I know originally he was trying to be like a professional caddy is what he was actually going to do. And but yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I hadn't talked to Cass in a while, but for a long time, him and I were really, really close. And I helped him get his first tournament and helped him promote that. And yeah, man. So Cass was one of my favorite fighters, one of my favorite people, great friend of mine. Man, yeah, and even thinking of some of his fights, I would.
He's
I'll
had
have
a decent.
to watch.
He and I
some.
had a battle one time too.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
awesome,
one.
man.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now. The hardest I've ever been sidekicked in my life was by Cass Sigmon. All right.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was a 2012 Diamond National Super Fights.
Okay.
I'm beating him. I'm up by 3. You got to win by 2. There's like seconds are ticking off the clock. So in your head, you're like, okay, just don't get kicked.
Right.
Well, Cass is coming. I'm coming around the corner. I'm coming around, and Cass is kicking, and he starts to drop his chamber, and he's coming towards me. And I'm like, all right, fine. You're going to let me do it. And I come forward to back fist him, and he lifts it up, and he destroyed my ribs. Now, I didn't go straight to my discredit. I didn't shoot my back fist straight. I lifted and went up. So I gave him an extra area to hit, and now I'm not planted on the ground. I'm not stable. So when he went to kick, he literally destroyed me.
Dang.
So I just made I needed to go down, but I remember it's a super fight. Don't let your knees touch the ground. Don't touch your hands to the ground. And I'm just sitting there. I'm basically.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. And I'm just like, I'm looking at the ground but won't touch it, right? And it hurt so bad. And
oh man,
I somehow won this in like, I don't know, quintuple overtime, right? And it was so bad. At one point, Conroy was yelling at me, said his knee was on the ground. And with the last breath I had, I yelled from across the ring, like my knee never touched the ground. It was something like that. But I was like, I couldn't even believe how hard he hit me. But you know what was the best about Cass?
What?
A lot of people don't know this. His impressions.
Oh yeah.
This dude is a
Yeah.
straight up comic.
He is.
He was
hilarious.
hilarious. And he would do impressions, and he would tell me he would do one of the funniest ones is he would say, all right, this is my impression of Victor Suarez.
Oh God, yeah, that's
and he
the
took
best.
off his shoes, put him on the ground, put his knees in the shoes, and tucked his arms inside his shirt. And I'm like, all right, that's messed up.
That's messed Yeah.
But he found a way to mimic everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
And he did it. Like his Ross Levine impersonation was hilarious.
Yes.
You ever seen his Ryan McGriff one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my
hilarious.
gosh. This guy is hilarious. So look it up. I think he's actually got I think there was like something on YouTube somewhere, but it was of him doing these impressions.
He did it. Yeah, he did. We'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Share that soon.
It's pretty dang hilarious.
He's a great dude, man. All right, who's yours?
My competitor of the week is a great kicker. New to the game right now. Who knows if he starts winning a lot, starts smacking a bunch of people upside the face with his foot now? Who knows? Has the talent, could go down as one of the best kickers. Matthew Williams. Matthew Williams, talent-wise, I think is one of the best kickers in the game right now. Okay, and there's a few of them like that. Zach Winder is up there.
Yeah.
Ryan George is up there. Obviously Enrique Latona is there. Matthew Williams is really smart about the way that he kicks, and he's done some stuff I think with sportmartialarts.com.
He does it
with the quarantine drills. I looked at him, I'm like, man, this guy's got good stuff right now.
Yeah.
So that's just another testament to like, I remember, it was probably like 8 years ago. Justin Ortiz looked at me, he's like, dude, we're bringing kicking back. Kicking back. Dude, I gotta tell you, ever since I didn't bring it back, he said we, like I was gonna join him. Like, I don't know, man. You pretty much just took it over from me. I was riding your coattails. That's about all I can do is help you, you know. But yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, look kind of what it's been now. There was so long. It was just guys, all they would do was just side kick a body punch, punch, added a back fist, side kick a body punch, added a back fist, and that would be about the extent of it. Now, to their credit, they were just doing what the best option was to win at the time. And that's what the game was dictating how you should fight because of what the majority of opposition was doing. Right. Now, Matthew also does those things. Matthew can do it all, talent-wise. So many times I look at Matthew and I'm like, there was one time I predicted him to win the diamond ring, right?
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I'm like, talent for talent. I'm like, you could really win this thing. Yeah. And I knew no one else was going to pick that. But I'm like, yo, man, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
And if you say, like, all right, could he be the fastest guy? Yeah, he could. He could. I don't think he is, right? He could, right? Could he be the best kicker? Yeah, he could be the best, right?
Yeah.
Could he be the most physically talented? Yeah, he could be, all right? But I think we're just waiting for it all to come together and click because the dude's smart.
Yeah.
The dude's got the leg. The dude's got all the skills.
Right. He's in a good camp. He's in the right school.
Yeah.
I
mean,
you
know what? I've been where he's been in the past before, and I think he's just waiting to say, I don't really give a F about you. I'm just going to F you up. I think we're missing that point where he's just like, he's looking at the guy and he's just going to go, I'm going to F you up. We're missing that part. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't know his personality. I don't really know him like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just admire his game.
Oh yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he is saying that. I have no clue.
I mean, he's been around for a while, and it's cool every year to see him just continually grow. And he came to my event for a very long time. He did several different, he's just everywhere. I mean, when let's see, remember the first year that they proper picked up, Brayon and all those guys. He went out there and fought, and he beat all of them and won the grand on, in their area, beat all the West Coast guys, did all this, like he can go anywhere and win. It's just, putting it all together, that extra little click that makes him the champ, So looking forward to seeing that. All right. We're going to do a fun little thing here and then kind of move on. So
we got a new little thing now where we've kind of dropped the should it stay or should it go for quite a while now, but we have a new little thing. I just kind of named it the Rewatchables as to what we're going to do. And I don't mean like the Chicago Bulls. Although, did you watch? Have you been watching The Last Dance?
I've watched some, but I keep missing.
Did you watch? How about this?
I watched the first two.
Did you watch last
5
Sunday?
and 6. No, I missed that. Yeah.
You missed it?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Spoiler alert. Jordan is the a-hole. He's the a-hole, right?
Okay.
But you know what I hate about it?
I read the book Relentless.
I'm not going to talk too much about it. Jordan is the a-hole, and people like give him a pass like, oh, yeah, he's just really passionate. He's a winner. He was teaching him how to win. No, he punched his teammate in the face. He's an a-hole. Like one time, apparently they said he said Horace Grant can't eat. And what they were on a plane ride back, and he said, no, that guy can't eat.
Yeah.
I would just no, I don't care. You'd have to kill me. You don't just get to disrespect me and treat me like a piece of dirt. We will have in front of everybody. Like, no, we're gonna have to die right here. One of us,
right.
One of us is,
But then, well, I don't know. I'm just saying. But
then you know what though?
In his defense, he's like, all right, well then show that same passion on the court. If you have about defending yourself, then do that same thing on the court. That's what he's asking.
Man, I don't think so. So you know, the only guy he didn't do that to? Well, there's two guys. The only two guys he didn't do that to was Scotty and Charles Oakley. You know why I didn't do it to Charles Oakley? Because Charles Oakley would have literally ripped his head right off his shoulders. Charles Oakley don't play that game. Charles Oakley don't play that, right? He was mad because like Horace didn't defend and didn't rebound. How about you won't rebound, Mike? Frick on my face. I'm messing him up. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't even know where this came from. All right. So we were talking about the rewatchables. We're talking about that.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with forms. A few forms that we want to watch, and kind of just tell some backstory, some fun stuff. Maybe some different things that people haven't seen before. I know that's kind of the thing right now. A lot of people are doing this, so that's fun. I've been talking about doing this for a while. As a lot of the podcasts I do, I listen to do something similar with other sports and like wrestling and MMA and stuff. So the forms, let's get started on that because, they're not that long.
Correct. So let's go through and so these are not your all-time favorites. These are just some of your favorites right now. And that's what we had to choose. We had to choose some of our favorites because, well, that's
some you
the only
can't
ones
see.
that are on YouTube. They're the only ones that are like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because all my favorites aren't even on YouTube.
Yeah. Or one of the other problems is that the song was changed or whatever because Black and Blue had to change the song. So I didn't really want to do that. Now we don't have to listen to the song, but
what do you mean? What do you mean?
They can't play the song that they originally did because of YouTube copyright laws and stuff.
Dang.
Yeah. So like the ones that. So like the ones that John Blair did, they had some weird music on there, or David Douglas, they have some other music. They've had to add and change different stuff because of that.
Wow.
So, yeah. So usually some of the ones I'll look up to get the original song would be like martial arts tricks, like Bylang, when Bylang put them out, or
that was a good one,
or old school karate or whatever. So, So,
well, what's the first one we're gonna look at?
I forgot what we said. Let's do John Valera, man. Let's do the John Valera '98.
All right. US so do you want to do this where we screen share this thing, or do you want to just we watch it on our own, or how do you want to do this one? Looks like we're screen sharing it. Okay.
All right. Yes, there we go. All right, so this is John Blair, 1998. This was actually, U.S. Open, ESPN. This is one of the first, when they really started getting into the whole ESPN era of this. And listen to the commentary kind of drives me nuts, but whatever. It usually does when you listen to U.S. Open. So
because it's U.S. Open commentary.
Yeah. So this is JV John Valera, and let's just watch, and then I'll just say some things, and you can say some things.
We'll talk about it as he's going. Yeah. He has like literally the
more intense competitions. We got some great names here in this men's form competition. Valera, the top man in this sport right now.
Starting at the back of the ring.
John Valera, in the shadow of Mike Chatterandabit in recent years.
So that, was not true because 97 was the year of Valera. So that's kind of funny. 96,
but they had, you know why they said that though? Because it's the U.S. Open.
Right. Yeah.
And
now,
Mike Chat was their golden boy.
That year, Mike Chat was on a comeback. He had beaten David and John twice before this. But 97 was the year of Valera. And 98 was kind of like the continuation. So, anyways, let's go.
Old age of 23 has moved on somewhat to his Camp Chat seminars worldwide and the film projects. Considering retiring.
We're still talking about Chat.
Yeah.
That would leave
so
John
the intro is just how he just builds everybody up, man. It's just awesome.
Throughout the world.
So the speed, the outside crescent, and this is awesome. That's so high.
Big double.
So the big double leg, kind of some people call it the Misty Flip, and then the quad kick.
Iconic triple foot, triple kick.
And, his 540 was just so fast, strong. Yep. And see, this is where I love too, because he's super fast, but he adds the flair in with the smooth. So it's almost like he puts a little soft style into the snap,
A little bit.
The tornado there and finish. So this was his first form that he did that evening. All right. And so
but if you think about it,
there was a three-way
tie. Did you ever think about this?
What's up?
When John Valera did his form.
Yeah.
after he did his skip front, jump front towards the back.
Yeah.
Wasn't it boring after that point, though?
I knew you were gonna say it.
You knew I was, because
somewhat,
it is, right?
yeah, somewhat. He was just finishing it. Again, just kind of like now.
But see, like at
there
that
was
point,
certain...
so like, look at that. So then what that means then is that means, all right, you got 22 seconds into the form. And for the most part, you're kind of done.
Maybe. All right. But again, what I'm telling you is that we, just like now, and people say there are formats to the form, it's the same thing then. There were formats to it, and then certain ways that people elevated it, and he did in some part, but he didn't get completely away from the format. Now, I mean, it just wasn't the time to do that then. Now you look at the form he did the next one, or even the 96 one. It was
the
a
96 one.
It was different because it was going to the beat, and there was slower and stuff. Yeah, it's just I like the double leg, and actually I like his 97 form where you did the 2-kick 720. That was like one of my favorites.
Right.
But there's not many videos of that that are good. So it's so fast.
I have a VHS of that.
But anyways, what I'm saying is like him. So that finals was him, Kim Do, David Douglas, and Richard Brandon, right? And David Douglas, to me,
wait, that was 98.
Probably,
are you sure it was Richard Brandon? You sure it wasn't Anthony DeMarco?
No, it was Richard Brandon. All right, so
just wondering.
All right, so anyways, David Douglas to me actually I thought he did one of his best forms, but he didn't make it. Kim, Richard, and John tied, three-way tie. They all went back and did a form again, and John ended up winning. But man, it was like watching Richard Brandon go back to like 1993. Like it was crazy, like how cool it was to see him kind of come back, and that was cool. And then of course Kim Do did his famous yelling the moves and the names of the moves and side swipe and everything. And so it was cool, man. That was
he's the young guy
epic one
who would eventually go on to compete for like another decade afterwards, almost.
Right. Yeah.
He's not supposed to be the one winning, and with all of them.
Right. I guess. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it was just a good time, and it was just fun to see that. So definitely go and watch those those John Valera forms, and you'll learn just about presentation, and really it's just about the presence. He built everyone
Absolutely.
up with the intro and the here, and everyone's just waiting for it. They're just getting pumped, and then boom, go. So pretty awesome.
All right, what's the next one we're watching?
Let's do the Kalman one. That was one that you suggested, and it's one that I love as well too. Is this his last one?
This is his final performance.
His final, yeah. Okay.
This is not only I think one of his best forms. I think this is one of the best forms ever.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
Now he's going. This is a big dramatic buildup because this is the Diamond Nationals. He's not even on the stage. He makes it a big, long buildup, which is if you remember, John Valera did the same thing on his final performance.
Yes.
At the same tournament.
Yep. A lot of them have. It was tradition, and a lot of people it's kind of like tradition to go out at the Diamonds, because Emming did the same thing the next year. So. Yeah.
And he does that. And then at one point, but say the biggest thing about it was, I remember talking to Joe Boone, like when he did like his team form with his brother, like a few years back at the Diamonds, when he went double sword. He said when they were training in the back, he said he could never land it. He never landed it one time. Every time he's like, dude, what's this guy doing? And of course he goes out and kills it. Right. But when he did this thing blindfolded, which is what he's putting on now, because we've seen his form, we know what he's gonna do. We know he's got two swords. Like you're not, no. He's putting on blindfolded. Like, all right, unless you're gonna play chopsticks, Like,
Yeah,
there's no freaking way.
it was really cool, man. This is just the whole build up, everything.
But his positioning, like look at
Yeah.
him at the position right now of just how
Boom.
he holds his poses. Like he
Yep.
holds them perfect. It was like he has a photographer there. If there's not amazing pictures of this performance, like
Yeah,
just
I mean,
tons of them, like
just the
you're just
lines
messing
are
up.
just great. And yep, awesome. Just so fast, smooth. And then
Absolute
adding the
perfect lines.
tricks.
Yeah,
Yep.
the full twist, puts the swords together. This is
Boom.
exactly it. Spinning them, switching swords.
Love it.
Got one reversed, both reversed. And he looks like he's doing the Batman symbol
Yes.
with his body. It's just too much. Everybody go watch. 2011 Diamond
Yes.
Nationals.
Diamond Nationals.
Kalatoka,
This is
double sword.
sport martial arts. Boom.
And right there,
Just
at the
and just
very
so
end,
strong, so clean.
when he holds the swords up,
Yeah.
smashes them on the floor, holds his hands out. That was a little bit extra dramatic effect there.
Yeah.
And he holds the blindfold.
Pretty epic, man. Yeah.
I will tell you, two things are true. That's might be one of the best foreign performances I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was over dramatic.
Well, but you
holding
have to
it
be.
at the end.
I love it. Yeah.
I don't love it. I don't love that part.
All right. Well, all right. So here's the deal. He
Tell me
knows
the deal.
this is the last form he's ever going to do.
Now,
he's ever
for
going
that-
to compete. All right. This is it. I did a performance like that once. I thought I was not going to compete again anymore, and then of course I did. But like I remember that whole thing too. And it was just like when you feel like, all right, this is it. You got to go all out, and then just hold there and just, hey, this is my moment. This is my time.
Yeah. If I thought it was my last performance, I'd stay there a while.
Yeah. Why not?
Heck, I've done some crazier things.
Hey, all right. I know we said only two, but can I get one more? Because the other was fast. I want the Anthony Atkins one.
Yes. So too many people don't know that much about Anthony Atkins. Anthony Atkins was an anomaly at the time. Anthony Atkins literally jumped higher than anyone had ever seen. All right.
Yes.
He jumped so high that when the camera's watching him, the camera had to change levels, even though the camera was on the other side of the room.
This is Hold on, go back. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. This is World Series of Martial Arts, 1999, and look at what idiot is in the background. So this is one of the crazy.
You're in the background?
That's me right there. So yeah, the other side to the yeah, that's me.
That's
right
you?
there. Yeah, next to the guy. Yeah, so I don't know what was this 99, so I was like 14, 15. I do too much things 18. With my hand the whole time. Anyways, this is what I like about that you don't see anymore. Like people in the back and finals. Okay, showmanship wise and everything, presentation wise, you think, okay, we're here to watch the show. But what's cool is you see the reactions and then on camera and stuff, and it just made it cooler,
People like bum rush the stage almost.
Yeah, it was cool.
Why is Anthony's uniform always too big?
It was his thing.
What's
man.
up with that?
That's a bad. He loved it.
Why is his thing? And I never beat the guy. That's a bad thing.
But he always turned the bad things into his trademark.
It's too big. Look at how much he's rolling his sleeves up.
Well, and he pulled his belt up real high too, and everything. Yeah, and then
so he knows it's too big.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just saying.
All right, let's watch it. Let's get pumped up. Yeah, it's true. Everything's baggy. Yeah.
Just turn the volume all the way down.
Yeah, this music's cool, but it gets everybody pumped up. And fast hands. And get ready for boom! Humongous.
The double leg was the highest I've ever seen.
And the 540 hook, double leg split. And And the presentation, man, it was just, and
And
boom.
the standing flash, higher than most people's
just
round
everybody
off
getting
flash.
pumped up.
Speaking of round off flash,
boom, just floating.
Just absolutely floats.
And here we go, X aerial split.
X aerial split.
Boom.
And then once again, he messes up the landing.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How many times have you seen him mess up the final landing?
It's crazy.
Anthony.
But it's not even just the form, it's just the atmosphere, like people on the stage hitting it. And this is the final. This isn't like during the day, going ballistic. And I was one of them. I was just like, come on, this is your time. And what was cool, so this was 90, that was 99, right?
That was 99.
So you're getting to see Anthony, John Sue, Arnold Shawn compete against John Valera, when he showed up, that year, kind of on and off. It was his last year. And you get to see those guys that just moved up into the adult go against him. It was really cool, to kind of get to see that. John Sue, Atkins and those guys, it was pretty sweet, man. So I really liked that part. That was why it was memorable to me. So. And I just love that tournament. So
it was a really fun tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. The fight that I want to look at first is a mega dramatic fight.
All right.
It is Jason Borelli and Hamid Fourouzi. So this one, it goes into overtime by a lot.
2010.
Right? Because this one's a super fight. So, and I remember Hamid and I had just started lifting weights together. And I remember him talking to me about this. And he's like, I feel like I'm going to need this when it comes time to super fight. I'm like, well, whether you need it or not, we're doing it if you're lifting with me. Right? So, and this dude he's a lightweight. I remember he was weighing in like the 140s, right? That's what Hamid would weigh.
Yeah.
And I was in the 180s and 190s, and this dude would lift what I would lift.
Wow.
And I'm like, shut the heck up. Like, I would like, he would push me because I'm like, no way. I'm like, I can't let you lift what I lift. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he was inclining like on his bench, like 205. I'm like, it looks like I got to do 225. This dude's nuts. Right. So he's got speed. He's got power. He's always fast. He's always got agility. But this Jason frickin' Borelli, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He could do anything, and at that point, like, he's not someone to be messed with. Now, at this specific point, I don't know if this was his first, second, or third time around with the All Stars, but he's wearing the All Star uniform. All right. Behind him is Larry Jr. and then Ray off to the side. Okay.
Yeah. Ray. Yeah. So see all of them to the side. So
let's see how this one goes down.
Yep. We should probably put this one. Probably.
Yeah, we should just turn the volume.
We don't need the volume. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So here we go. Hamid's on full circle. They're in an open stance. Jason with the right.
Conroy.
Terry Kramer's the center. All right. Hamid's pushing. And here comes Jason's leg. But super safe. Okay. Pumps it one at a time. If it's a super fight, so Hamid's trying to power it. All right. He's trying to check it. He's trying to come with it.
They weren't calling those
a slip kick is not going to bother him so much.
It's not going to. Nope.
People sit flat on their heels so much in super fights. Now, see, they're both of them punched each other. Hamid got it first.
He's trying to get it.
Hamid's up 1-0. All right. Jason's trying to chase him a little bit, pushing him back. Jason's got safe distance now. Fakes the axe, goes to the side. Hamid's not biting on it. Hamid's got way too much space for him.
Oh,
but there he goes.
Round.
Does a back leg round kick and follows up with a punch to the face. Are you kidding me? Doesn't get the point. Should have got it. But then here we go. Jason does a classic thing by switching his stance and trying to punch. Hamid punches him as he tries. Hamid's up 2-0. And there you go. Jason hits
reverse.
Him. There's a couple of calls that should be going one way and should be going the other. That
going opposite ways.
Jason hit him a couple times right there. Nothing. Nobody's getting it. So that's the other thing with the super fights. A lot of no calls. A lot of no calls.
A lot.
And which is one of the reasons why I think people stopped doing it. Jason's trying to push him a little bit. Boom! Both of them were huge haymakers at the same time.
Jason should have more on that. Oh, wow.
Hamid got it. So now Hamid's up 3-0. Jason switches stance, goes with a body punch. How did Hamid not see that coming? Jason got one. Hamid comes back. Looks like he punched him in the head. Jason gets it. So now Jason's back up. So it's 2-3. Hamid's up. That's the first round.
First round, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 2-3. You got to win by 2. Oh, no. There's only one round.
There's only one round, but yeah.
There's only one round.
2.
Got to win by 2, so it's 2-3. Hamid is winning. Boom. Jason just takes off blitzing. Gets one, ties it up.
So it's tied up. Yep,
tied
up.
Throws
reverse,
a kick.
man.
Hamid counters it with a punch to the head.
Okay,
Gets it.
They gave it to him.
He's up 4. Faking. Jason's on his left. Jason blitzes.
Way better view from most of the judges.
He's on his left. What are you doing, Hamid? He's on his left. Ties it up. Ooh, what happened? It looked like Jason might have got a kick at the end there. Looks like there's obviously hits happening after the break. It's kind of mucking it up. We can't tell what's happening. No points. I think it's 4-4 right now. Boom. Hamid lands a punch to the head.
Yeah. That should have been
nothing. Points yet. This is just now Jason switches back to his right. Doesn't look like really anything happens except for Jason goes out of bounds. Does he get a point for going out of bounds? Yes. Okay, so Hamid's up by 1. Jason switches to his left, and he takes off and throws another blitz. Doesn't get the point, though. I thought he should have.
Boom. All right,
Boom.
so
now Hamid's punch
you
looked like he got there first.
You usually wouldn't get a they're not
going to call it
if you look at that,
Terry said no back fist.
Yeah.
Jason threw a kick from the left side and then a follow. Now he switches back to his right. Both of them go with haymakers again.
Yep. Oh, man.
Jason gets one and ties it up. It's 5-5.
And we're at
Jason's on his left.
5-6 minutes here on this match.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No point. Now Jason's back on his right. Throws a good one there.
Nothing really clean.
Hamid does such a good job of getting in so close that it's hard for anyone to tell. And it's hard to tell if he's landing it or not.
Side kick.
But they hit Hamid's side kick right there. 2. Did that win it?
Yep.
That won it.
Wait, no. One more.
Oh, I guess not. No, he must have been down 1. Oh, no, everything's won in overtime. And then Hamid follows with that last one. Did that win it? Oh, wow. I guess not. He must have been down 1. What's going on? Okay, so Hamid must only be up by 1 now.
That reverse over top. Yep.
Did that get it?
And
I'm not
they
sure.
gave it to him?
No.
Oh, my God.
Here comes Jason. Jason switches back to his right. He's got his leg up. I don't know. This is dangerous territory. As soon as he picked up his leg, it looked like it was over. What's going on? Oh, Hamid started taking his gear off too soon. He took his headgear off and he just decided to fight without it. But then here goes Jason. Jason, I think, got this last one here. Nobody's getting anything.
Wow. Man.
This is just wild.
Yeah.
The constant no calls. Jason is on his left more often than he's on his right in this match. Blitzes again. I actually think he gets this. And he does.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Wow. I don't.
And still.
Wow. This is. And he blitzes back again.
But they're not. All right. They're giving. Yep.
And he got that one. I think he just went up.
So he's up by 1. Wow.
Oh.
This is.
But see, now they're blitzing together at the same time.
Same time. So it's.
This is the wow. This is the madness of this match. And in the building at the time, it was just craziness. The roof was about to explode.
Wow.
Constant no calls. Oh, my
Sidekick.
goodness. This sidekick by Hamid, come on. That one has to go. All right. But see, Terry's pointing. He only gets one.
I'm so confused on that. So everything in overtime, all of a sudden,
Everything in overtime is one.
Good God, who wrote these rules? Wow.
Shit. Hamid follows up, gets another one. Oh, my goodness. So now, see, I don't know.
what happened
I don't
there.
know.
Yeah.
Was that Hamid's sidekick? Was that Jason's punch? I don't know. Jason gets the
Holy
punch.
wow.
Oh, Jason switches back to his right. Uh-oh.
Go.
Boom.
Oh.
Too many fakes, Jason. Hamid throws the punch. Now Hamid goes up one.
This is just outrageous.
Oh, Jason looked like he had a good
but nothing,
check
though.
ridge hand.
Nothing, though.
No call. Jason's still on his right. Hamid's on his left. Hamid takes off, throws a punch.
The second one.
I think Hamid tried to push him out there. I don't know if he got the call for him going out of bounds. But he got one for the punch.
Won.
And that must have been it because his teammates, Ross Levine and Cass Sigmon and Coach Conroy, rushed him as he's on the floor.
That was crazy.
Wow.
What a long fight.
That's one of my favorite fights. I'm going to be honest. That one was one of my favorites. Now, here's what's wild. They did that again the year after.
Right.
In 2011, they did it after, and it didn't even go as long. But I don't think it was as good. I think that one was probably the best.
Yeah.
So let's do another one. And I want to do Zolt versus Trevor.
Okay. This is cool.
So this is the 2013 Diamonds. This is
I
for the
remember this.
ring.
Oh, yeah, I know.
No. Okay, so so this is
that's true.
So Bob, this is constant. Bob Liker did not call 1 point for Hamid Frouzi. Hamid Frouzi won the point, and the total time of the match was like
it was
7 or 9 minutes, and he didn't call 1 point for Hamid. But that's not a surprise. There was a time I was coaching Hamid one time when Bob was the center, and Bob just openly talked some trash. But whatever, Bob. You want to hate? Why don't you just check your mouth?
All right. So now he's the center. So let's go.
Now he's the center here. All right. So we got Trevor Nash.
Yeah, I was here for this one. I remember this.
This one means something. No European had ever won the Diamonds. We got two of the best kickers in the world. Trevor's, in my mind, better than Zolt. But people keep saying, oh, Zolt's got the legs. Oh, Zolt's leg is this. So Zolt's leg is that. But this is Trevor freaking Nash, man. When he came to it, this dude would break you in half. Right?
And he was that weekend, too, man. He was just breaking people. It was crazy.
He also, I thought about highlighting this video. He also won the heavyweight super fight that weekend.
Yeah, and he fought DeJuan
Brown.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this one goes down.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
So we got Damon coaching.
Yep, Zolt's on Paul Mitchell. All right. Trevor's on All Stars. Trevor's trying to pushing him back a little bit. Yep. Tries to kind of go over the top with his axe kick. This is still an open stance with Trevor being on his left. Zolt on the right. Trevor's pushing him in the corner. And I think follows up and gets him with a back fist.
Yeah.
Does he get it?
Yep.
Yes.
And
Trevor's
again, this is the Diamond. This is different than what we watched before. The super fight.
Now Zolt comes right out the bat, just boom, with the speed, knocks Trevor over.
And
and then does an amazing job with his follow-up. It is tied. Zolt gets that. I don't know. I kind of felt like Trevor's punch could have been there. But Zolt is up 2-1. There is a kick that I don't know what happened. Why Zolt got it.
That one,
got called, I have no clue.
That one, though, I think he got, but I can't see from this view. But
this is just madness. So Zolt was up 3-1.
3, or was it more than that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he got those last two.
Yeah, he did. So it's 5 or
5?
Yeah.
They're saying 5-1.
Right.
So that's wild.
And see, yeah, I mean, it changed when Trevor kept it in the center instead of pushing.
And then
him,
then Trevor just took off and decided I'm a whoop you. Now it's 5-2. Trevor's leg coming. Grabs his leg.
Love it.
Pulls it in. Body punches him. Come on.
Chest bumps him.
Gets nothing?
Nothing out of that.
Grabs his leg. Pulls him in. Punches him. Body checks him out of the ring and gets nothing?
That's crazy.
Get the heck out of here.
Boom.
Does it again.
Another reverse.
He literally does the exact same thing again. Pushes Zolt into the corner. Okay, this time he gets one. So it's 5-3.
But he's scoring with the punches while Zolt has been scoring with the kicks. So
it's 5-3 though.
Right.
Time's not on his side right now, so he's got to make something happen.
And
Zolt's
time in NASCAR this time went super fast. There was no. I don't think it was 2 rounds. Then was it?
No, not for the ring. Now, Trevor knows he's got to get something going. He tries to duck underneath, and he gets it. 5-4.
Yeah.
But he's trying to get too cute. Zolt gets one more. 6-4.
Side kick.
He checks.
Yeah. They're going to call. Yeah, they call the side
kick. He shouldn't get that kick because he fell over.
God. Takes everybody out.
Look at that. So he comes kicking. Zolt tries a defensive side kick, and Trevor decides, no, I'm pushing you through the corner. Who is Jeff Christensen? He was the corner ref. Right. His time gets expired, and I got to tell you, I feel for Trevor in this one because Zolt was really smart, had great points, but there was some soft stuff that Zolt got points for. Right. Trevor had to earn everything.
Every point. Yep. Definitely. Yeah, I remember that one. I was just being like, oh man, this is crazy. And then even, I mean, Trevor didn't really fight his best in the. I mean, he fought well, but he had a tough one against DeJuan on that fight. So.
Okay, I'll let you pick the next. Himself. I'll let you pick the next fight. Which one you want?
All right. Well, so we're gonna do just one more. All right.
Let's do one more.
Man, this is hard to pick one because there's several different ones that I did that were similar.
Here's ones that you can pick from. Ross Levine versus Leon Jefferson, Raymond versus Jack, or this might be the one. Gregorio DeLeo versus Zolt.
All right, so just men's. All right, no, we'll do another one with women.
Or wait, no, I forgot.
Yeah, let's do the Gina versus Chelsea one. This was Gina, I
forgot. I slipped that one. Slipped my mind. Gina versus Chelsea.
Yeah, so this was at my tournament. This is the final.
Let's do this one.
This is
I only watched this one time.
So this is at the Grand Slam 2013. Long day.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, for me. Who's
the center referee? Is that Tony Young?
That's Pee Wee. Why can't I think of his name? Blanco, Augustus Blanco. He puts on one of the tournaments in New Orleans.
Got it.
He's the center. And, this is Lynchburg, Virginia. This is pretty much, one of Gina's. This is like her home tournament, And then Chelsea came down. So you have Sean in her corner, Cass in Chelsea's corner. So
Chelsea's still on Paul Mitchell at this point.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we can go ahead and start. And then we'll talk about throughout because there's a lot of stuff. This is crazy in this match.
Here we go. Got the energy coming. They bow.
Boom.
Coming back. They touch gloves. Here we go.
So, all right. Jeez. All right. Let's get it going.
Had to get set up. Now we start.
All right. So, the leg on her. She's trying to go to the side. Oh, and so Gina slipping all over the place for some reason right there. Goes right into a split. Now watch this. So the leg's up.
Gina comes kicking at Chelsea. A couple of fakes. Chelsea keeps splitting. He keeps cutting the angle. Kicks back to her.
Boom.
And it looks like
and drops her.
Gina throws a big haymaker and then goes down.
Yes.
What did I miss?
And so what happened was Gina actually got the point. She hit her first, hit her with the haymaker of the body, and Chelsea hit her right in the jaw.
Right on the button?
Yeah, right on the button, and was out for a while. So, but here's
now
the thing.
Now it's 1-1. Chelsea comes back and gets a kick to the body.
2-1. Yeah, it's 2-1. So now Gina
lands a kick to the head.
She got knocked out, flash knocked out, and she's up 4-1. So that's what's kind of impressive too. It's like, oh, she kept it going.
Yep. Whoa. But
out of the ring
Chelsea's
there.
Speed.
Yeah.
She doesn't get it?
Chelsea. No, she didn't get that one.
And she hit her.
She gets this one. So, all right.
So she switched stance and then backfisted.
Whoa,
oh, no, Gina got it.
They gave.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Some interesting stuff on this one. Yeah.
Chelsea
this
has
one she gets.
This.
Now, watch this. Is funny. Cass
Did
is
she just wait? She's waving off Cass.
Cass this time. She's like, don't call timeout. Don't call timeout. And he's just doing it. It's hilarious. So she was kind of pissed at him about that.
She waved him off twice.
Yeah.
But why did he call timeout? She had momentum.
Right. That's what I think it was. But I think he was seeing some. Ended up, well, we'll see as we get going. So
I forgot this fight. This is a good one.
Gina.
So now Chelsea's got to get Gina coming back into the match. Yes. So Chelsea gets one more because Gina doesn't have to go back in.
No. And this, and
well,
Gina
now
has a good leg defensively.
Her lead's not the same.
No. It's
I don't know. Chelsea's sidekick. Does she get it? Chelsea does get the sidekick.
So 5-4, 20 seconds, reverse.
Oh, but then there's a check punch on Chelsea's side. Does she get it? No.
Gina gets
that sidekick. I don't think that one should have went that way. Gina's doing a great job of kicking and keeping her back.
And see, this is where this doesn't become a blowout because, it's
boom,
1 point body kicks, so which I like.
She just took off.
That was that one was a little because
she just took off. Nobody said go.
No one even said go. Yep.
Oh, Gina gets that one. So now she's up again. Wow.
So again, it's 7-4. And it's
7-5.
Now 5, yeah. So 9 seconds left.
Oh, wow. This is going to be challenging.
She throws around the back leg round again.
Why does she keep throwing the back leg round kick to the body that way? She gets one and then tries to come back and get another. Does she get it? For CSNBL,
yes.
So the time is stopping. So she's at least got that on her side.
Right.
So did she just tie it?
Nope. Right now 6-7 and round.
Oh, Gina kicks her in the head. But doesn't get that?
Doesn't get the point. And go. Boom.
And
she gets the blitz.
Well, so
now it's tied. It was. So he's trying to let her know, hey, it's time.
Oh my gosh. The people are going ballistic in the background.
Yeah. Trying to let them know.
So it's tied 7-7.
It's 7-7. Next one wins.
Well, I tell you, this is not where Gina wants to be. No. Because Gina has to do something. So look at this is the only time.
Yep, this is where she looks a little.
Chelsea doesn't have to go forward now.
Right, and she's relaxed again.
Gina's doing the wrong. Gina, just play chicken with her. Go back. Don't go forward. Go back. Make her come to you. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't like the way this is going to go. Gina, don't do it. Oh, now she is. Now she is sitting back. Smart.
Boom. Cut back.
That's all you need, though.
That's all. Yep.
If you give her that opportunity to counterpunch you, she'll do it. Damn.
I mean, what a heartbreaker for Gina. What a great fight.
It is.
Yeah. Of course, there's calls both ways where you could be like, man.
Oh, yeah.
We could have won. She could have won. Oh, yeah. There was a bunch. But that was a fun one for me. My brother was doing the announcing with Corky. And I was just kind of sitting there going, oh, man, this is crazy. So lots of fun. When you're a promoter, you love seeing and you love the sport. You love seeing like good fights like that happen, So another good one.
Your brother was the announcer, huh?
Yeah, and so
is he pretty good on the mic?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a singer, though. So, I mean, that's
Okay.
what, his main thing is.
So
But,
he's
yeah,
used to the
he's
microphone.
good on a lot of that. And so, yeah, I mean, for me, it was those types of things, and then Gina and Regina, a few years later was a great one. Those type of ones that, you have those big time battles. It's fun to see, especially if it's your event. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. So that's one of my favorite ones. I'm sure we'll get into another time some of the other ones and why and everything else. But yeah, I mean, you guys go back when you do this. You can pause the podcast and watch the videos on YouTube as we do, and kind of see. You might actually be able to see them a little bit better. Ours are a little, as we're trying to do so much on here, it's kind of hard to see sometimes. But yeah, it's pretty fun to do. Go back and watch. This is a great time. Go back and watch YouTube, man. Go back and watch the videos. Study. And
speaking
man,
of going back and watching, did you watch the UFC?
I did not get to watch the UFC, just the highlights. So
I was a little bit of the same, and
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the fights. The only thing I was like, I just kind of wish Cabo would have won. I like Cabo.
yeah,
Cool guy,
yeah.
right?
Well,
But
see,
you
I
know
like
what was-
Pettis though too. So
But you know what was dope though? Hearing the shots.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Watching. So I watched the like the highlights of the Cruz one, and then the highlights of the finale of the last fight. And just seeing that, man. I mean, and Gaethje, man, jeez,
Who
he
was it
poured
that
it
jumped
out.
over the fence again?
Oh, you mean at
And
the
then-
end?
Yeah,
When it
he
went out,
jumped-
yeah, that was Justin. Yeah, Justin Gaethje,
Yeah,
the new
jumped
the new
over. It was
champ.
like it was weird. It was like he
Yeah.
jumped over, thinking like he's gonna scream to the crowd. He's like, "Oh yeah,
There's none
nobody
here.
here. Never
Yeah.
mind. I'll go back."
Yeah, yeah, it was cool. He's a great fighter, man, and I think creeps up on some people. So surprised everybody on this one.
So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about like we could kind of hear what the coaches were saying,
Right.
and what's really good about that is it lets people into a little bit of what our sport is like too, where you can kind of hear that stuff all the time.
Mhm.
So, you know what else I was thinking about? I was thinking about, well, the NBA might kick back up again.
Right.
All right. So that means, Jeff, we're going to have more to talk about.
Oh God.
Now, I don't mean it like that. But here's what I
Yeah.
started thinking about. I was thinking, because obviously they're not going to have fans there right now, right?
Right.
So I started thinking, I was like, do they dare? Because if you've ever been down low and you hear what it's like at an NBA game, when I mean down low, I mean low, and you hear the stuff that happens on the court, you hear the stuff that's said.
Yeah.
You can't put that stuff on TV.
On TV.
That's why for TV, that's why they play music, man. They play music all the time.
It's
right?
true. It's true.
So when you do that, like, I don't know, it'd be kind of fun, to hear what the coaches are saying. Some of the coaches, they're just clappers, man. Some of them are just clappers. But if you hear what some of them, how the language is that some of them talk like, it really lets you in a little bit more about what the sport is like. So if you think about what our sport is like too, like I like some of the coaches in sport karate. It's really difficult. You really can't. I don't think so. In the moment, somebody coaching for form, there's nothing new you're going to tell them that's going to change what their performance is going to be like. Do you agree?
No, but that's me. Because I can change my form on the, like you mean like during it? I'm talking about before. I don't know about during
I'm going to go
it.
do my form.
No.
You're coaching me.
Yeah.
What could you tell me that's going to make my form different, that somebody else is going to hear and go, what could it possibly be?
No, it could be the little thing before. If I can tell that you're freaking out, you're nervous. Hey, get back into your head. Calm down. All right.
All right,
you know
I get
what you're
that.
doing.
Those are all things.
All right. So listen, he just did a big trick. That's great. He went off, but he doesn't have the form that you have. Just things like that a coach can do and they can do it in fighting, they can do it in forms, whatever. If you know that person, like you should, if you're a coach, you know your student, you can really like change them, and just, hey, just go out there for you. There's all kinds of stuff, because here's the deal, especially with the crowd, which we don't have right now, but that can make a person feel kind of less than, like, because I remember before, we'll say here, Super Grands 2011, Gandhi goes, and just the whole place is going crazy. He went off. He,
All right.
Goes up high, everything. He busts out. He has 3 10s. He's the first competitor. He gets 3 10s. So I'm trying to win. Great friend of mine, Edwin Alejandro, comes to me, Jeff, all right, Gandhi went off. But he doesn't have the form you have. You have the form. You are correct. You know how to do this. Just, I needed that extra little bit. It helped me. And normally I don't get that. I'm always the person doing it for myself. But I did. I was more choreographed. I didn't try to do what he did. I played my own game. Guess what? I got 4 10s. I win.
Shut the heck up.
Yeah, it was insane. So, yeah, I mean, and then you also had Josh Durbin there too, who gets 2 10s. It was just insane. It was and this was just division. So
yeah, they just passing out 10s like Skittles.
Yeah, it was insane, man. It was a crazy, crazy event. But I think it can change. I know you don't believe that. You think it's like the form's already done. I don't ever see it that way, because I don't, because I'm different. I make up my forms as I go.
Well, I guess here's where I was getting at with that. When it comes to fighting,
right?
Like, if you hear what the coach is telling them,
yeah,
that completely changes everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes, who I think is the best at this is Richard Plowden, where he wants you to hear sometimes what he's saying, because what he's saying is not for his fighter. It's for the other person.
Correct.
Right? I'll never forget. I'll never ever forget this. Right? Troy Binns is fighting Hamid Feruzzi, and that this time it was victory. It wasn't even impacts. It was victory, and they're fighting each other at the AK. I'm just standing on. I'm not even like on one side. Right? I'm literally just standing by ringside, just watching. Right? And Hamid's pressuring Troy back towards his side. And Hamid's got the ridge hand wound up, anchored. He's got his left hand out there waiting to check it. And Richard yells a little bit before he sets up. He says, watch out for that ridge hand. Here comes that ridge hand. He yells it in a certain way to get Hamid to second guess himself throwing it.
Yeah.
So Hamid doesn't throw it, pauses, Troy hits him. Now Hamid doesn't throw it the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
And he gets back, and Connor's like, why the hell didn't you throw the ridge hand? Why the hell didn't you throw the ridge hand? All right?
Yeah.
And they ended up they lost that team matchup. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. Team Victory went on to win the team fighting matchup in that tournament. It's funny. The only thing Conor could say to the other thing is like, man, you should have thrown that damn ridge hand.
Yeah.
Should have thrown that damn ridge hand.
Oh,
but
man.
That's what he was doing. He was talking not to his fighter. He was projecting, like almost like subliminally, right? To Hamid, like, here, don't throw your ridge hand.
Correct. Yeah. That's I mean, I get what you're saying. That, I guess for me, a little different. I think for me, like, I can make changes based on, say, if someone, let's use an example. I was, in Korean, I was trying to do some different forms. And so this other competitor who's trying to be on the come up and beat me, he goes and does OG. And and so he's thinking, all right, I'm going to do this. And and I just look and I'm like,
wait, this actually happened?
Yeah. And I just told him bad move. And so I went and did
Why would you do that?
OG and I did OG, and the competitors were like, and I remember Jared Liker, who I think was a center, just told him, that's Jeff's best form. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? You might as well just do. You might as well just do Gay Beck.
Right, and then now sometimes this happens as well. I've seen some people, like Joey Castro's done this before with people. When someone will go and do a form, and he's the last one, he'll go and do that same form head to head against him and just be like, all right,
That's
I
pretty
got
ballsy.
you. So, I've seen him and Ali do that back and forth together. And so it's that, there's little changes like that you can do, if
That'd
you have
actually be good to see
arsenal.
he and Ariel do that. They both just do the same form back to back.
Yeah.
That would be cool to see, right?
That would be cool. That would be real cool. All right, man. Well, anything else going on? What else? Next week
something
again?
else. This is going to be amazing. Remember, you
Oh,
know what's
here we
happening
go.
next week?
Yeah.
Next week. All right, everybody, get ready for the fireworks next week.
Yes.
Next week, we are having Anthony Price on the show.
Yes.
I can't even wait.
It's going to be fun.
So,
it's going to be fun. I love it.
Yeah, I've talked so much about just we've talked about him so much just on the show. Yeah. How he's such an intimidating fighter. How he was seriously like an amazing kicker, and it's a 6'4" frame.
Right.
And
just intimidating, scary, and now he's like Facebook famous.
Oh my gosh! Right? I don't know how Travis is gonna lose. Right.
Right.
So
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Hey, what's the count at right now? So we're in day 3. So it's I think so. Mike won with Morgan.
Yeah.
Then who else won?
Travis won with Jotty.
Travis won with Jotty. That's right. And then
today,
what's today? Today today's Anthony Price and Kevin Walker. Oh, looks like Anthony Price is gonna win. He's up by like 80 votes or more.
Right.
Yeah.
So Travis is up 2-1, and then tomorrow it's Nancy versus Louisa. So kind of, know what's happening there.
It could go 2-2 or it could go 3-1. I don't know, man. Man. It's hard to go against Nancy.
I don't know about 3-1, but yeah, I'd say it's gonna be 2-2. So yeah. Yes, it'll be happening tomorrow. So, all right.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah, when you guys are hearing this is going to be going down.
This is going down right now. So get to voting.
Yeah, that's the great thing about it is because more people have finally found out a little bit more about what we do. Right? We love that you guys are liking the page. Follow the pods.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, we have some good stuff. If you enjoy, like what we do with the inside scoop of sport karate, then you get kind of just a whole nother introspective with Chris and Travis. You get a funny, I love listening to Gene and Mike. Oh man, it's great.
And Chris was on this week too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good, man.
You know when Willie and Regina come back on again too, it's going to be fireworks.
Yes.
So
we're doing big things. I'm loving it. And of course, we got more to do. We got more things coming up.
Big time.
More ideas.
So comment, like, subscribe, share.
Right? Also, go and register for Grand Slam Open online, and we'll see you guys next week with AP.
Is there a cutoff date to register for that?
Yeah, so May 22nd is the cutoff date. May 22nd.
When is the actual date?
That's
how does it all work, man?
Yeah, so the cutoff date happens. We get everything organized to where the rings and stuff go. Pretty much while 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. we'll have the first 2 seminars. Around 12 will be when the judging will begin on Saturday, most likely. Unless we get a big influx and we need to use that more time to, schedule it, But we try to get all the judging done so that way all the results can be out to the competitors by Monday.
So this time next week
there's 2 rounds. Yeah, and there's 2 rounds. So you get the top 5 move on to the second round and are judged by 3 different judges, and it's a kind of an Olympic style scoring. So it's cool. You submit. You're not only going to get judged by 3 judges, but by 6. And you know, we got some high level ones. You know, doing it. Carmichael Simon is one of the judges that does a lot of this stuff. Bear
Damn,
Lobe,
that's what I was going to ask you. Who
you
are
know,
some of the judges bid? All right.
Sammy Smith has been judging some of these. You have a lot of good competitors. A lot of cool stuff. I'm gonna have Chris judge. So excited for that. So
damn. All right,
man.
This is good. This has been another episode of Inside Scoop with Alex and Jeff. I'm Alex Sigmon.
I'm Jeff Doss. See you next week.